for this speech, I will be introducing myself. So, the three words that come to mind the most when I think of myself are strong, determined, and compassionate. For strong, the story that comes to mind would be um, my, my mother passed away when I was 7 years old to lung cancer. Um, my father, he turned to alcohol and drugs to cope with the loss of her. And so he basically left my sister and I to fend for ourselves. My 13-year-old sister sort of raised me in a way. So we went through a lot of hard times. We didn't have a lot of money. I was in elementary school. My mom passed away, and so it was rough, being the girl without a mom. I didn't have her in the most important times of my life. We didn't necessarily know when our next meal would be, and it was just really rough because our family wanted to help, but they didn't really know what to do in a sense. So I went through a lot in my childhood. Um, I would say that I am determined because in high school I dropped out in 10th grade. I suffered from migraines and depression through it all, but I came back the middle of 10th grade and something clicked and I just wanted to graduate. I did not want to be defined by my story. I wanted to succeed and, in a sense, not be like my sister because my sister dropped out in 10th grade and didn't go back. So I came in 10th grade with a 1.8 GPA. I was in lower end classes the first half of the year, and when I started to excel, my guidance counselor was a little thrown off. So then my junior and senior year, I was put in ACE and AP classes where I should have been all 4 years. I was taking 10 classes. I was taking the 7 at school along with 3 virtual school classes just to catch up because I was going to graduate with my class. I was not going to be there for another year. Like I said, something just clicked in and I got into my fight mode and I was going to graduate with my class. So, through it all, those last 2.5 years were brutal. I was still facing issues with my dad. At this time, my sister had moved out already, so it was just me and my dad. So I had moved out of my dad's house a couple times to kind of get my head straight to make sure that I would graduate. And I did it. I graduated with, I think, 4 or 5 college credits for my ACE and AP classes, and I graduated with a 3.1 GPA. I brought my 1.8 to a 3.1 in 2 years. And as far as being compassionate, I didn't have an easy life. I feel for those who struggle, who are in poverty. I feel for those who suffer from addiction, who just are depressed, who are special needs. I feel for them. I do everything in my power that I can to help. I donate. I did Relay for Life the 2 years of high school. I am actually going to try and get a job with the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society. Um, and I am an aftercare counselor for special needs children. So during the school year, on a daily basis, I'm with special needs and I absolutely love it. I like to do whatever is in my power to help anyone in need, even animals. I am the person who will stop on the side of the road to call the owner if they have the tag, or I will be the one to call animal care and control or whoever and sit with that animal until someone comes and picks them up. It's just in my nature. Um, I would say that I was emotionally abused, not physically at all, but I think that just clicked and empowered me to just love everyone. I never want to see anyone suffer the way I do. And I think that's why I want to work with special needs children, or I want to be either that or I want to do oncology, work with kids with cancer just because it touched me so dearly when I was younger. So I feel that I'm definitely strong, determined, and compassionate, and I will always succeed in what I do. I will have my goals, and I will make sure one way or another that I complete them. So that is my introductory speech on myself, and I hope that those three words did describe me pretty well.